What's up, guys? Welcome back into the YouTube channel. So obviously you've seen the semi behind me in part 1. This is going to be part 2 of just kind of explaining the 9670 Cabover project. So in part 1 we kind of went over like the deck plate, popping on the wheel covers, and just kind of some short clips here and there. Today I'm actually going to kind of explain everything that's been done, and yeah, let's hop on into it. All right, guys, like I said, this is the 1987 International 9670 Cabover. We got this, or started on this truck probably 2.5, 3 months ago. When we first pulled it in, we pressure washed everything. That took about 2 days. I started underneath of the cab on the actual motor itself, just getting it all cleaned up so we could eventually lower the cab back down and work on everything else. So as far as everything under the cab goes, I pulled a lot of the lines off, got everything painted, the air breather, the turbo, valve covers, the block, the compressor, all that type of stuff. We are running the Cummins into this setup. Like I said, this is an 87, so it is a leaf spring truck, no airbags. So once we got underneath the excuse me, underneath the cab done, Phil and I started sanding on the actual frame itself. We spent probably 2 days sanding, primer, painting, getting everything nice and glossy, as you can tell. We went with a gloss black. We are doing a bunch of the little chrome push caps on all the bolt heads, just to kind of clean everything up, as you can tell, all the way around the back. And then, like I said, in part 1, we had our filler plates made. So that's what this is. I got the bottom side painted. We had to drill a couple holes here on the back, and then a couple up front. Front ones, obviously we had everything marked out 100% square to the back. We are using that hole and that hole in the rear to mount our deck plate, and then we might end up throwing on a couple of the caps just to dress everything up and tie it in together. Those will be going a gloss black excuse me, to match the frame. There's probably going to be some pinstriping and stuff that happens when the actual cab itself goes to get wrapped. That being said, yes, I did say it was going to get wrapped. We shot everything in a matte black, the entire cab. The roof and the back was the original plan to get everything, or just to be painted, and then everything else was going to get wrapped, but we decided let's go ahead and just paint the entire truck. So we did that. Like I said, it's a matte black. 2 new windshields up front here, along with our original grills that were polished. Pretty nice. We're gonna come back and do new black behind like the International, and then where everything else was black will obviously get wrapped. We did a 20-inch front bumper. It is a universal kit, so it comes with a backing plate. You guys can see right there where the bolts and stuff go in, that is the backing plate, and then it actually bolts top and then bottom to your actual bumper. So we got everything squared away. It was kind of difficult getting everything lined up. As you can tell, the grill is kind of offset, so you can't really go off the grill. You got to do a lot of measurements and stuff, but we got it squared away. As far as lighting goes, we did all new lights all the way around the truck. New mirrors, Phil got those, or he had those out at the other shop, so those are all new. That's basically it for the exterior. The stack itself, it is a 5-inch from the turbo all the way back, and then we had to run a piece of flex pipe, if you guys can see that up in there, to our chrome elbow up to the stack. That is an 8-inch stovepipe stack. But I'm gonna go ahead and jump on the inside, kind of give you guys an overview of it. But here's a side shot of everything. Let's jump to the inside. Before I forget, the wheels here are the ultra polished finish. We did all the caps and stuff, as you guys can tell in part 1. But yeah, those are the ultra polished finish. I think they are like 25 bucks more than just the normal finished or polished ones. So Phil went ahead and spent a little bit of the extra money and got the nice and shiny, as you guys can tell. And then those center caps definitely help set everything off. Moving on into the interior, guys, everything in here is original other than a few modifications we did. So door panels, all original. We replaced the original floor mat. It was a vinyl floor mat that laid down with the brown carpet. So the transmission tunnel and engine tunnel all would have been the same in that like vinyl, but we decided let's change it, dress it up a little bit. So we did carpet. Seats were both reupholstered, so passenger and driver seat. Those turned out great. We pulled the bunk pieces out. I pressure washed and got all those cleaned up. But don't look at the back too much because I still got to clean everything up. We still have some screws laying around from me putting the dash and everything back together. But I did pull the entire dash apart, painted everything, checked all the gauges, painted a couple of the pieces, blew out all the vents because this truck did have quite a few mice nests in it, so we got that all taken care of. I did clean and scrub the headliner. The only spots that didn't come out were those two little ones there, but for it being an 87 model, I'll take it. If we climb up in the truck, like I said, I went through all the gauge cluster and everything. So on the actual speedometer and the tach, we painted the outer ring in the silver with the nice black back finish to make it pop. Like I said, we pulled a lot of the dash pieces off and had them painted. Everything's a little dusty in here. But as far as everything else goes, it is pretty much original in here. It's not too tore up. I still need to finish cleaning the engine and transmission tunnel and all that here. And like I said, I need to clean the back of the bunk. We really haven't spent much time back there just because we wanted to get it running and driving and basically everything to get it to the vinyl wrap shop finished up. But it is has the factory radio in it, AC and heat, so that's pretty awesome being an older truck. We're going to try and get all that stuff working and operational. Down by the kick panel, that is all a nice undercoating, so it cleaned up really well. But for the most part, guys, like I said, this is 100% factory other than a few mods that we changed up that I mentioned. If you guys have any questions or you want to see anything on this truck, just let me know and I'll try and get a video of it. I'm going to try and do a drive video when we take it out to the vinyl shop. I think we're going to try and take it Monday. So today is Wednesday, August 2nd, I think. We're going to try and take it out there Monday. So when we do that, I'll probably get a startup video at driving and all that type of stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna try and get the filler plates all done today. So you'll probably see me doing a little bit of that stuff on a time lapse. We decided just to leave this one in here because we did have to tuck it, and then we tucked it up underneath the front piece here. So figured let's just go ahead and paint it in the actual truck itself versus painting it and trying to weasel it in without scraping all the paint up. So that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and jump on and probably sand this real quick and then get everything ready for paint. Alright guys, hopefully you can hear me all right. There is a fan blowing in the background just because we got done pressure washing the shop floor out. But I'm going to give you guys a brief overview of an 87 Cabover. So as you can tell, we did a lot of work to this thing since the last upload. We got the deck plate in, which you should have seen a time lapse of. But that's about the newest thing that we've done, other than I've been working on the interior and stuff. Just trying to get everything cleaned up, tidied up. We left the door panels loose, so when it goes to a wrap shop, if he needs to take the door handles off, he can. But as far as that, everything is pretty much ready to go to the wrap shop. But let's do a quick overview here real quick. I'm gonna start at the back of the truck and just work
work our way forward. So obviously we did a lot of lighting upgrades here in the rear. We got the Hoosier truck cells mud flaps with the polished accents on the bottom. The deck plating, we did all our nut and bolt cap covers. We did new leaf spring, I'll call them safety pins, with the same cap covers. We painted the entire frame a gloss black along with our deck plates, which they are shiny, they're just super dirty, it needs a bath. Fifth wheel is painted, like I said. We did new Gladiator tires all the way around with the ultra polished wheel on the back. We did the big center cap. Our inner wheels though, we didn't go polish, we just painted the original white. As you can tell, it's white in there. Everything else on forward, gloss black. Obviously you guys know we did a matte black. We have the Hodge built quarter fenders. We have our new polished pogo pole, and we did a little bit of diamond plating here just to kind of dress it up on the rear. As far as our behemoth of a stack here, that is an 8-inch stack. It comes down to a 5-inch to a 5-inch polished elbow, down to our flex pipe, up to our turbo down pipe. Same thing, polished wheels. When it goes to the wrap shop, I believe I'm gonna have him wrap the tank straps in the same design or collar that he does the side. I think that's gonna give it a nice pop of color. And then also on the deck plating here, he's gonna do a graphic down it and tie it into the rear. Not 100% sure if we're gonna do a fiberglass fifth wheel cover. That might be coming later. But as we wrap around to the front of the truck, everything underneath I painted as well, gloss black frame, all new lights everywhere, new mirrors. We pulled the old visor off and painted it. We have a 20-inch front chrome polished front bumper. We had pulled all the original grills off and had them polished. We're gonna come back and have the wrap guy do everything black, as you can tell where it is. And then we do have the international emblems that will go on the side here. So those will be going back on. 2 new front windshields, new wiper arms, new wiper blades. I'm sure I'm probably forgetting some stuff, but yeah guys, that's the build so far. Like I said, hopefully next Monday we'll be taking it over to the wrap shop and it'll be coming back in a completely different look. But you can just tell it's come a long way, and I can't wait to see this thing finished.
But if you guys have any questions on this truck, feel free to leave them down in the comments. That's gonna do it for me. Remember, learning as I do, doing I love. I'm the GM man. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.